Hey, folks, welcome back to the show. This is Jay from Jaytalk. And the guy that's no longer squeaking, Mr. Squeaky Balls himself, Nick from the Nick Drop.
How do you know I'm not squeaking?
You're right. I don't know. It's just a rumor I heard.
Wow, who's been starting rumors around about me?
I know, right?
Shame on them.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So, they
So
speak the
what's been going
truth.
on, my brother? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know. So, well, let's go ahead and bring in Abby.
Okay.
Abigail from refreshingly50.com.
Stop, home slice.
Home skillet.
Whatever. It's the real OG. Y'all get it right.
The real OG.
Somebody actually asked me today. I will tell you this. This is funny. Somebody asked me. They said, "You got grandkids?" Yes. What are you going to have your grandkids call you? And we were talking, and they made a comment about me being the real OG because some of the stuff I do, and I'm like, "Yep." And I said, "Yeah, that's what my grandkids are going to call me." And they were like, "The real OG?" I was like, "No, G Daddy."
G
Daddy.
G Daddy. You see a 3-year-old run around. G Daddy. G Daddy.
But it's honestly though, you got to admit it's kind of funny because one, granddad, so it's the G stands for grand and daddy stands for so I'm the grandfather, G Daddy.
G Daddy. It's different.
It is.
G Daddy.
There you go. Of course, my ex-wife doesn't like it, and my kids are like, "Dad, I ain't never calling you that." And I'm like, "Come on, it's funny as hell." Yeah, I'm going to try to get my grandkids to say it. We'll see if it ever takes or not. But yeah, we're going to have fun with it.
See, I thought the
Daddy.
funniest grandfather name that I heard that I really liked and wanted to be called, but it never stuck with my grandkids was Nugget.
Okay.
Grandfather name Nugget.
Yeah, I could see that with that head of yours. Sorry. I'm just teasing, man. I'm just
Golden nugget.
The golden nugget, exactly. That's too funny. So Abigail, how are you?
I am well, thank you very much. I have nothing new to report. I have the most boring life in the history of lives.
It's excitingly boring though, right?
It's excitingly boring. I'm gonna have a birthday on Thursday, so I'm kind of fighting the anxiety over that. But other than that,
wait, a birthday on when?
Thursday.
Okay, so and why are you fighting anxiety?
I'm kind of over the whole birthday thing. People. I know, Nick, you have like your birthday week and you take the week off of work and it's a thing. It's happening.
I'm doing it.
I'm just kind of, it's another day. It's not that big of a deal. 50 was a huge milestone for me. And so 51 just seems like,
okay.
Not that big of a deal.
Okay, so I'm going to have to pull it, Nick. I'm going to have to make her feel bad.
Oh.
Do it.
No. Oh.
Do it.
Shut it. Hey, portions of this call may be recorded for training purposes.
Exactly. So I'm going to tell you like I tell all my friends who hate birthdays. Be thankful you can still have one.
Oh,
gosh. He had to throw that out there, didn't he? He just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, because I have a son who can't, and, there are plenty of people who can't have a birthday. So be thankful, be happy, and celebrate everyone you can.
Damn, we just got the parental spank.
Ouch. Well, I will say this. I am thankful
the
every
parental
day.
spank.
The parental spank.
Every day. I'm like, thank you, Lord. Appreciate it.
I know. But you know what I mean? It's people, they have a tendency to just, I have a friend at work who has a tendency to just, I hate my birthday. And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, really? I mean, you should be thankful. You get to celebrate another one with your kids. That is a really key point in life, And so, and I know it's kind of it's a parental spank, as Nick says. But I mean, let's be honest. It's, it's the way you look at them. And so I will never look at mine the same. I will always be glad when my birthday, I don't care if I'm 70 years old, I will still be glad that I get to have another birthday.
Well, damn, that's only a couple of years from now, right?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
If it's
6
only a
months
couple
from
of
now.
years from me, it's got to be less than a year for you. So, watch what you say.
Boy, I tell you what, I was about
Wow.
70, that this would be all I do.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
Definitely be retired before I'm 70.
Good for you.
Faux show.
Good for you.
Man,
So,
Jay
anyway.
came out swinging today. Jeez. Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, I just, it's my, respect for life. And after COVID and what happened with Junior and everything, I really do. I have a good value on life, and every day is to be thankful for. And birthdays are just one of those days.
I will agree that every day is a day to be thankful for, but I will disagree on we need to celebrate a birthday because I'm thankful for every day. And having said that, Jay, I believe you have some news. You posted it on Facebook, and you should have an announcement of some sort.
I
Maybe
have
two
no clue what she's talking about.
You're pregnant.
Oh, yeah, that's
With
right.
twins.
With twins, exactly.
Twins.
Well,
Boy and a girl.
she said two. With twins. So anyway, we'll get back to that. Nick, how you doing, man? Yeah.
Segue, man. He is throwing down the daddy stuff going on right now with all this parental.
I'm
I'm
messing
about
with
to
you.
lose this connection.
I'm messing with you, but no, I'll give the announcement. Let's see how Nick's doing. I don't want to pass up on my buddy here. Got to see how he's doing.
Today at work, I got my year-end review
Yes.
Oh,
for last year, and I still have a job. Isn't that amazing?
Whatever. Oh my God.
Actually, my new boss came out. I mean, he sat me down. He's like, Nick, just want to let you know, because Abigail, I've had a little bit of trauma the last 5 or 6 years with the boss that I had prior. And because I was trying to explain to him that, all this stuff, and he just wasn't having it. And I told him what needed to be done in this area, and he wasn't having it. Well, then they promoted this other guy that hadn't been there that long, and he did it out of spite. Really just did it out of spite. And the guy knows that. And he said, I appreciate that turned out better for me. I don't want to be an ass about it, But he did say, he goes, Nick, all that stuff in the past is in the past. He says, you're doing a great job. We're working great together. The team's working good. I don't really have any complaints at all. Here's your raise. Not very big because of life and all that stuff, but it's still a raise. So that was pretty exciting. And then he said, these are the things I want you to work on. And it wasn't that big, it wasn't like, you need to turn around your whole life and you need to be, it was just laid back and, hey, I need you to do these things and work on it. And I need your help with such and such. It was pretty cool. So
that's great.
Turned out to be pretty decent.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I like it. A little bit more money in the pocket.
That's always nice.
That is nice. For someone who's about to be unemployed, it is nice. So,
yeah.
And that was my own choice. Don't get me wrong.
I was about to say, by choice.
I know, it was by choice.
I think it's going to be the best move you've made your entire life. I really do. I really think
I don't know about my entire life, but I think it's going to be up there. I will agree with you.
As far as work goes?
Oh, well, as far as work goes.
I think this is going to be a great move.
Thanks,
I really
man.
do.
Thanks. So the prelude that Abigail was talking about, that she's... She's been dying for me to say. She's like, how dare you? Come on, No, it's pretty funny. So I did announce it on Facebook. We are going to start doing a couple of new shows. They're still all going to be under the Jaytalk umbrella, so you don't have to change your channel. You can find them right here. We're just it's gonna be presented by Jaytalk. So,
cool.
It's gonna be really good. We're gonna have fun with it. So, one episode, me and Nick are going to add a second episode, and it's going to be off the cuff. So it's shoot from the hip, huh?
My favorite.
His favorite. Shoot from the hip, no subject, just whatever the hell is happening in the world. I think we're still going to avoid politics, but we may talk about other stuff. Making fun of movie stars. Maybe do a little TMZ segment or something like that.
What kind of other stuff?
Just
Other
whatever.
than that.
Whatever we talk about.
Whatever we figure out. It's literally going to be just, hey, what's going on? Hey, what the hell? Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. So, yeah, we're going to do those.
We did. We sat down one night and we had no clue what we were going to talk about. And we just started recording. And that was the longest episode and probably the most listened to episode that we've done.
So,
no structure, no nothing, just go.
Yeah,
right on.
That's right up Nick's alley. He can shoot the number 2 with anyone. Anyway, I'm just messing with exactly. No, the only reason I made that comment is I was listening to a song earlier, and what was it? It was one of the artists and that's what he said in the song.
But no, not that one.
No, not that one. That was funny, but no. But anyway, it was funny. So yeah, me and Nick, you're gonna hear us. Let's just be honest. We're gonna be shooting the shit a little more. We're gonna save the Friday episodes for our themed episodes. Always gonna have some kind of subject, whatever, guests, people on, things like that. We're kind of looking forward to it. Kind of a shoot from the hip, like off the cuff.
Love those.
So that one, right now we're projecting is going to get released on about a Tuesday, I think is what we discussed, Nick. Tuesdays is what we're talking about. So that should be fun. So you guys are going to get Tuesdays and Fridays, plenty of me and Nick. I don't know if you can take it, but you're going to get plenty of me and Nick. The other episode is actually going to be a little different. So Nick's not going to be on this one. This one's going to be a show with, of course, most people know my son, Jay Jr., does the audio editing for all our podcasts. He does a really great job. We really appreciate what he does for us. But he's going to come in, and actually this past Sunday, we recorded our first episode, and we're doing a Jay Nerds Out type episode.
Cool.
Yeah, there was bounced around ideas. Jay Nerds Out seems to be the best one so far, but I think there was a J Squared suggestion. Jay Geeks Out, but we settled with Jay Nerds Out. So it's a lot of fun. And me and Jay had a lot of fun recording it. We kind of, sort of like me and Nick's first episode, you just kind of cover a lot of information really quickly. And then when we start to get into the actual second, third, and fourth, you kind of dive in more and, get in more into the subject. So, but, just to give you an idea, I mean, we're going to talk about everything from anime, gaming, Renaissance Festival, board games, card games, tabletop games, collectibles. And we're going to talk tech, so that's just a little bit. I mean, it's funny because Jay has a huge whiteboard over here behind me. And the right-hand side is just top to bottom full of ideas. It's going to be, I just pointed it over there. I don't know if Nick and Abby can see it, but
I can see it. Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Of course, we talked about our favorites, TV show, fantasy, whatever. We also talked about our favorite stuff from Renfest and things like that. So we're just going to have a lot of fun with it. I think that's just the gist of it, is just have fun, get a little geeky, get a little nerdy, whatever, dorky, whatever you want to call it. But you know what? It is who we are, and we'll just be us.
Sweet.
Right on.
Yeah. So those actually. So we're going to record on Sundays, but because of the schedule, different things that are happening, we're not going to release those till Saturdays. Between the main Jaytalk, which has the most priority, we want to make sure that episode gets out. The kind of Jay Nerds Out, that will be the kind of second, or maybe even, I don't know. It'll off the cuff, and the Jay Nerds Out will take back seat to Jaytalk. So if we ever have a problem, that's kind of what will happen. I think we're going to stick. And Nick agrees with that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So the other big announcement that most people don't know about. Well, I know. I think I don't remember. Did I post that on Facebook? Nick's excited. Look at his face. He's like,
No,
oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
So we are going to do a live show next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. off the cuff.
A live show?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh.
if you have the Podbeam app on your phone, you can actually join the live show and actually send us a text and send a question live on the show.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's going to be fun. We're going to be able to take questions live. People can interact live. Yes. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Okay. Are you going to have is Jay Jr. going to be there helping you with the questions and that kind of stuff? Or
No, I'm going to have it on the computer.
You guys are just going to be reading it as it comes up?
Yes.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, that is going to be fantastic.
Yeah. So we're going to have so Tuesday, of course, we're going to record our episode for the first off the cuff. It'll come out on Tuesday, but we're going to turn around and do immediately the day after. We're going to do a nice live show. We figured we'd get everybody a week time. So we posted it on Facebook. You've got a week. You know about it. If you need to go get the app, Podbeam is the place where you can get it. It's jaytalk.podbeam.com. We posted on our Podbean. I know. Bean.
Kidney bean.
Like a kidney bean.
Yeah.
Like a beanie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. But no, I mean, we're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun to do a live show and be able to answer questions. So I can pull it up on my computer. So I'll be able to do the entire managing of the live event, see all the questions while I'm doing the show. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
I love that. That is going to be fantastic.
So
I can't wait.
I know. We're kind of hoping for some interaction. If it goes really well, we're going to do some more.
Absolutely.
I hope that everybody that, follows Jaytalk now because of Refreshingly 50, if you guys have questions and you know who you are, all of you that text me or send me messages and say, hey, what about this or what about that? And can you ask them this or do that? This is your chance to actually call in and talk to the boys live, ask your questions. It's completely anonymous, right? For the callers that call in.
Well, yes. Okay, so
send you messages.
Well, they're not calling in. They're going to just send. It's a chat room. Yeah. It's a chat room, it's going to be. It's not anonymous. It literally will show your name in the chat room, but I won't tell who you are. I will just say, hey, we had a person in the chat room. They're got a question, and I'm going to leave it at that. And you know what? It's up to you. So, if you want to sign in and create an account and just leave it anonymous, make it a funny name, hey, that's your business. Do that.
It doesn't put in it doesn't really put in like your full name. It just does your username, doesn't it?
Yes, it only does your username. So you can make a username of, refreshinglyfabulous.com, or something like that.
I think it's some funny names.
There's going to be some funny names.
Yes.
Abigail is actually giving us the funny look when I said refreshingly fabulous. She was being silly.
I will personally create 50 individual funny names.
Oh my God, you're hilarious. So
that's going to be fantastic, you guys. That's going to be super exciting.
Yeah, so we got a surprise because I guess Abigail didn't know about that.
I did not.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I did not know about that. Was it on Facebook? Did I miss it?
What'd you say, Nick?
I've been wanting to do it forever.
Yes, yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Whatever.
You weren't ready?
I don't know.
He's nervous.
Put you on the spot. Actually, you know what? I don't even think we've ever removed anything from our shows at all.
No. Besides the one bleep.
I got bleeped.
Yeah.
I got bleeped. It's just me. No.
and it's only the one word. It's not like we bleep the first word. We only bleep the second one. So come on. It's not like it's horrible. We're pretty, yeah. No, but we're gonna have fun with it. We're definitely gonna do the live show. If you want to check it out, come on. It more people that show up. That means we'll do more live shows.
That's right.
So, okay, there's my announcements. Sounds like everybody's looking forward to it. At least everyone who's on the call right now. So, Nick's like, damn it, I've been wanting to do this forever. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, we talked about actually doing one last year. We just didn't do it. We were going to do one at the, what was it? The walk event. We were talking about trying to do one, but we just couldn't figure it out. And then just things kind of got crazy. So.
Well, we were learning all this podcasting stuff back then. So.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Comfortable with it. Yeah. Now I'm looking forward to getting it to where we can do a live show where you can call in.
Yes.
So, because I have the hardware and I can get a cell phone and I can connect it to that. So when people call in, they can hear. The only problem is they can only hear me and they can't hear Jay and they can't hear the sound. It's really strange. So I have to tweak all that to figure out how to get it all. Because we're doing it through Skype, but yet it's through the machine. So yeah, that's a little bit.
Yeah, we've got to work through some little audio kinks and things like that, but we'll figure it all out. But for the live show that I'm hosting next Wednesday, it's all going to be run through me. Even Nick's going to join on his phone, but he'll be joined in on audio. So we'll get it all. It's going to be good.
That is going to be good. Cool.
Yeah. So, okay, there you go. There's my announcements for the, crazy people out there that love us. And we love you back. So don't get me wrong. We're crazy too.
The more crazy, the better.
Exactly. So on to the rest of the show. So we did an episode a while back. Very interesting. I actually got a complaint because we didn't discuss this topic. And so we did an episode called 5 Love Languages. Nick and I both took the test. We talked about the questions, but the problem is they said we didn't talk about the love languages. We just immediately dove into the test. I was like, okay, that's a valid point because we didn't. We did. We kind of said 5 love languages and here we go. And so for those of you who don't know, if you go to the number 5, lovelanguages.com, there's these quizzes that you can take, and it's supposed to give you what they call the 5 love languages. And, one of the things they say on their website, if you're feeling disconnected, sometimes if you understand your spouse or your mate's love language, you can make an effort to kind of meet that. So if their love language is quality time, okay, then you need to spend some quality time with them. That's what they're looking for. That's what makes them happy. If it's touch and you're not a touchy-feely person, you know what? Maybe you need to start being. And that's kind of a point. So understanding that when you're meeting new people is key too, because if you meet someone who has no desire to do quality time, maybe they're not the person for you if you're a quality time person.
Okay, so here are the 5 love languages. Okay. So, and they're not in any particular order, they're different orders. So, words of affirmation. So, a verbal compliment is what, complimenting your spouse or your significant other or your date. That's what words of affirmation. A lot of people need acknowledgement, that they're doing what they're doing, and that's their love language. The second one is physical touch. And that's pretty much self-explanatory. Sexual and or non-sexual show of love. So it could just be a touch on the shoulder or on the face,
holding hands. Yeah, little things.
And number 3 is quality time. And what they mean by quality time is no cell phone, no TV, no music, no nothing. Eye contact, total, just you and your significant other focusing on each other, no matter what the conversation is, just the two of you.
So, and I want to caveat that because I not completely unplugged. I think quality time is important. Sort of like I was talking to Nick about it, and I described quality time as him and his girl going up to Bandera and riding the motorcycle in the mountains. I mean, that's quality time. You're not necessarily talking, but you're with each other. You know what I mean? It's that special moment. And so that's what I consider quality time. So, that was just a good example for me when we were talking, and Nick's like, "Ooh, okay, that just changed all my answers."
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Yeah. So, but go ahead, Nick.
Over the process of these podcasts that we've done, we've learned so much and we've grown so much, and we've done, dates that failed and dates that seemed good that failed. We're still in the failing process, but we're working our way out of that hole.
Yeah. We won't mention the successful dates that failed. Anyway, go ahead.
So number 4 is acts of service. Now that is cleaning the kitchen, doing the laundry, washing the cars, changing the oil, anything that has to do with progressing your relationship, but doing things for the other person.
Without them having to ask, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
Start their car for them on a cold morning.
Yes. Yes.
If you live someplace where it snows, shoveling the sidewalk if it snowed overnight, that kind of thing. Leaving them a note in the bathroom, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Exactly.
The way it says it here on the site that I have, it says any act that eases the burden of responsibility.
And also lets the other one know that you're thinking of them.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Number
last
5
but not least is receiving gifts. Physical symbol that reflects thoughtfulness and effort. That's what it says here, but some people, they feel loved when you buy them things.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody has their love language, but
but those gifts are generally gifts that are unexpected, generally thoughtful. Like for instance, if you guys ran out of bread, you go to work, you come home, you have a loaf of bread, and it's like, oh, I completely forgot. Thank you for grabbing that. It's little things, but it's the flowers, the whatever. You would be surprised how just the littlest gifts can really make a difference on someone who is a gift receiver type person.
Right.
So, but acts of kindness can be considered a gift too. So, if they are a both, if they like receiving gifts and they like the previous, acts of, what was the previous?
Service.
Yeah, acts of service, then, you can do it both because it's considered a gift when you go out of their way and do something they would normally do. So if they normally do laundry and you go do the laundry, you're giving of yourself. It's a gift and it's an act of service.
If you get home early and clean the house and do all the laundry and she walks in, you're going to get whatever gift you want. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's not a bad point.
And it could be quality time. It could be physical touch. It could be words of affirmation.
The point is, yes, but it's understanding. I think that's the key point. And so we wanted to dive into that a little bit, kind of let people know, it's kind of nice. It's, some people will say it's a little silly, but honestly, if it helps you connect with your significant other, I think it's a value. That right there is a value.
I think that there are a lot of couples that they miss those cues. They don't understand that the reason why, one person is doing acts of service when they interpret love as not gift giving, let's say words of affirmation.
Yes.
So they're looking for verbal cues where their partner is trying to show them that they love them through acts of service. So once you know how your partner receives love, interprets love, or acts of love, then you're able to alter what you do so that, the message is received loud and clear. Because a lot of times they're very much in love and they're trying to show each other and they're not speaking the same love language.
Exactly.
And so it's just going straight on by.
So
especially for people that don't know what they are. I was married for 20 years, and we were probably married for 10 before I didn't even know what the five love languages were. Didn't know anything about it. And we get complacent in our lives and we don't really pay attention. And then one day she said, "It would really be nice if you know, mop the floor." And I went, "What?" Because I wasn't thinking of that because my love languages aren't that. That's when I found out what her love language was. So, guess what? When Nick wanted some attention and some words of affirmation and quality time, I would go mop the floor, vacuum the house, or straighten up the kids' rooms, whatever. Do something like that. And I would get complimented for really appreciating her. And, then I would get, the,
Then
the
you get
things that my love language that I wanted from her.
then you get what you need as well.
so
And our relationship did get better for a while.
so I will tell you this too, and I don't know if I saw the quiz yet, but there's also a quiz to find out what love language you naturally give.
So that was my point. I think that people show love in one language and receive love or interpret love in another.
Right. But if you understand both, then your spouse can also, okay, if you can give me what I'm looking for, I understand you naturally do this, so I understand that that's what you're doing for me. So it's kind of, you have to really understand each other and really work together to develop that. And so if you really love someone, you're going to compromise. You're going to say, well, my love language is gift giving, but you naturally do touch. Okay, well, we can make a happy medium. We can make that work. And so,
Right.
And I think that's the key point. And I'm glad
That's
you
the
made
hard
that.
part. We get complacent in our lives. We fall in love, we get married, we do that, we have the kids and all that stuff, and you get complacent. And we got to that point when I was married that she would just walk up to me and put her hands on my shoulders and say, "I appreciate everything you do. I love you very much." Boom. I'm like on cloud nine,
Right.
because she took the time to stop me and tell me that that was awesome.
Yeah.
Those kind of things for me were awesome. And then, of course, I'd run and go clean the kitchen.
Boy, she knew how to play you, didn't she? No, I'm
Boy,
just
she
kidding.
did. But hey, we both got what we were wanting, right?
I know, you
Yeah.
did. You did. It's
Plus,
just
when
funny.
you know how the other person interprets and how they show love, all you're doing is opening up the lines of communication. So everybody's talking more, everybody's paying attention to what the other person is verbally saying as well as nonverbal cues. And then, it just seems like things are firing on all cylinders. You said yourself that your marriage got better for a while,
It did.
once you started to realize what was happening there, what she needed, how you could show her that you loved her in a language that she understood, and vice versa.
Yep. It worked. You got to learn these things.
So
It's tough though, man. Relationships, people think, "Oh, well, we're living together now, so I can just kick back." No, it's not
Mm-mm.
like that. You see all this stuff online, these people that have successful marriages and are happy every day. That's work. I mean, it's hard work to be able to maintain that. Some people get lucky and find their soulmates and they can be 100% whoever they are and it works. But that's a rarity.
yeah, it's not me.
Yeah,
So
it's not me.
okay, I got a question, and this has a little bit to do with the five love languages, but it was posed to me today, and so I do have a question for Nick and Abigail, because I think this question has to do with whether guys will embrace the love languages or not. Okay, when do you think guys mature? At what age do they mature?
Wait a
Abigail,
minute.
go with that.
What level of maturity are we talking about? Like, wait a minute.
Pause.
Well, I told somebody I thought I was mature, and they were like, "Okay, just because you think yourself is mature," and I was like, "No, I'm pretty in touch with myself. I'm pretty self-aware. I'm pretty mature. I'm pretty sure. Even though I play video games with my kids. I watch anime, but that's because I enjoy spending time with my kids. That has, but after they introduce me to things, sometimes I enjoy it and I just keep doing it. But the point is that doesn't define whether I'm mature or not. So the funny thing it's two women today had lunch, and they posed the question to me. Of course, their attitude is 45, maybe 50 is when a man matures, and then it starts going downhill from there.
And then it starts going downhill. So you have like a 5-minute window.
Yeah, exactly.
Better catch him at a good time.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're born wearing diapers and you go out wearing no.
Exactly. I think that the point where men have children and their children are at an age where they can enjoy them is where you really see maturity in a man. When his children start to get to the age, not that you don't enjoy them when they're babies or infants or toddlers, but where you're playing baseball or playing video games, you're teaching them, the father's teaching the children. I think that's where I have seen the most significant level of maturity in individual men.
Oh, I just thought those guys were, living their lives through their kids at that point. I didn't think they were actually mature, but okay, that's just I'm just teasing.
Hard enough to do that. Then,
Not the 70-year-old that's at the Little League game. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, that was harsh. I'm just teasing, folks. But but there's actually some fathers out there that live their lives. I mean, mothers out there living their lives to their kids.
Yeah.
So
that's just weird and creepy.
Well, yeah, but there's plenty of women out there who couldn't be cheerleaders when they were kids, so of course they want their kids to be cheerleaders.
They and it's creepy.
It is creepy.
It's so creepy.
But no, I just was curious. I was curious what you think, and that's a good analogy. I love that. That's a good point. So
I think now I've seen men mature in their mid-late 20s. They were focused, they were smart, they went to college, they got a degree, they met their soulmate, they got married, they organized things. My brother and his wife were amazing. When they announced that they were going to get married, they lived together for a while, or dated for a while, and then lived together for a while, and then they had announced their wedding, which was probably a year and a half in advance. Everybody was asking her at the wedding, so when are you going to have kids? She said 5 years. I mean, she already knew. He already knew. They had already talked about it. They planned their life out for the next however many years. They knew. And not kidding, 5 years to almost the day she got pregnant. So they're amazing at the fact that they structured their life so well and stuck to the discipline and did it the right way. No partying, no part. I mean, if they ever partied, they were together. There was never any shadiness. They never lied to one another. They were always sit down and communicate. They very rarely fought. They're an amazing. They're my idols. My young brother. It's amazing. But then there are some people. He was groomed from day one. But then there are some people like me that I still haven't reached maturity. I got married. I had kids. I raised my kids. They're good kids. They're not deadbeats. Mostly of 3 out of the 4 in the military, trying to get the other one in the military. So they have their discipline. They have their structure. But I've always been a kid, and so I never had the structure that my brother and his wife had, or the discipline for that matter. So
water skiing makes it hard. All those parties when he was water skiing, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, I did that. But see, I'm
just teasing.
But it's the truth. I partied. I water skied around the world. I water skied all day, partied all night. That's what I did for 20 years, and I had a great time, and I wouldn't change my life for the world because I've been everywhere, But where did I ever mature during all that? Hell no. I was having too much fun. I'm learning more about me and who I am and what I really want out of life after 50.
Wow.
So how do
Af-
you, my
After
brother knew it. He knew it way back when.
after 58. Let's just be honest. No, I'm scared.
I don't know. It took a couple years of shit for me to get to this point.
I'm just
It took a
teasing you,
little bit of
dude.
organization. I didn't just jump off and go.
I know. I'm really teasing because you have to. What do they say? You learn more from your failures than you do from your successes.
And see, I have failed tremendously. But then, with all that being said, I've had the same job with the same company for 27 years. So is that considered a portion of maturity to be able to maintain that?
I would say so. Yeah.
Being married for 20 years,
Yeah.
So how do you really level that?
I don't know. I think it depends entirely upon whoever's making the assessment, because their idea of maturity may be very, very different than yours.
Yes.
Yes.
So who the hell are we to judge each other? I just want to say one thing back to the military aspect. When I was in the Middle East, I saw 22-year-olds running entire fobs, everything from water purification to security and defense, and handle it flawlessly.
Yeah.
Amazingly mature young individuals. So I think, again, it is an individual thing, and based upon the eyes of whoever is assessing that level of
Yeah.
maturity. Because
Right.
who the hell are we to make that assessment?
True.
Okay.
So I don't know if your lunch companions are gonna be satisfied with those answers.
No, I like those answers. Those are good answers. So we're not always going to agree on everything. So that's a good one. Okay, so we've covered what the love languages are. We've covered a couple of questions about it. So are you ready? So this is Abigail. She's going. I know, man. This is Abigail. She's going to be doing our 5 love languages test, and then we're going to find out her answers, find out her what her 5 love languages are. What's the top one? This should be fun. She can share them on her blog, which will be even more entertaining. Because come on, sharing them on the blog has got to be fun. You make sure you take a screenshot.
Ay.
Come on.
Just repeat it.
Yeah, we
Too much. It might take too long. Just repeat it.
Yeah, there you go. So, but yeah.
The very first question is, how do you describe yourself? I am an adult, I am a teenager, or I am taking a quiz for my kid.
Yeah,
I feel like I should select adult.
Yes, adult. Okay, hold on a second. Yes, you're an adult. Okay, so, come on. Let's go forward.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How do you describe yourself? In a relationship or single? Perpetually single?
Whatever. Perpetually epic first date fails. Anyway, no, I was kidding.
Oh my gosh. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love sends me a loving note /text/email for no special reason, or I hug someone I love. What if it could go either way?
You have to pick one or the other.
Got to pick one.
You
need some explanation? We can go through it and say what we did.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Mine's obvious.
Mine's obvious.
Yours is hug.
Mine's hug.
Hug. Yeah, absolutely hug.
Yeah.
Both of you are hug. I think that's where I am too.
Some of them are going to be very hard, and you're going to.
Text.
Yeah. I mean, the text is nice, but a hug's just a touch. That's really huge.
Yeah.
Love them both. But if I got to pick one, it's going to be a hug.
That connection.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Next question. It's more meaningful to me when I can spend time alone with someone I love, just us, or someone I love does something practical to help me out.
Laundry.
No. I'm all about spend time alone with someone I love, just us.
There you go.
Quality time.
Yeah. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love gives a little gift as a token of our love or and concern for each other, or I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with those I love. Definitely leisure time.
Best.
I see a trend. Go ahead.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something unexpected for me to help me with a project, or I can share an innocent touch with someone I love. Mm,
Kind
see,
of.
this
Go ahead.
this one I'm kind of up in the air about, just because I think I like doing stuff with someone that I care about. I really do,
To
but
help
it's
them
not
out.
necessarily
Yeah.
the unexpected thing. But like if gardening, I would love to find someone that liked to,
Yeah.
help garden, that kind of thing.
Or help them out with mowing the lawn because that's a project they're doing. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
so that's kind of, you have to start putting it into real life, real world scenarios and work it through your head. And that's kind of the key point. Most people just, oh yeah. No. Apply it to real world and then answer the question. So
But on the flip side, there's the innocent touch with someone that I love. The man putting his hand in the small of your back when he opens the door and walks through. That's an innocent touch,
yes.
but it's that connection again.
Yes.
Okay, so what about if you're in the kitchen cooking and he walks by and spanks
Smacks you
your
in the
ass?
butt.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not
That's an innocent
necessarily.
touch.
Yeah,
No,
that's innocent.
it's an instant touch. I mean, it's just he's being silly, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still is, just don't do it too hard.
Yeah.
Which one did you guys pick?
Oh, me, you know me.
Innocent touch.
Absolutely.
100%.
Jay,
100%
really?
touch. Yes. Yeah, cuz I mean, yes, the project is nice to have help on, but the touch is kind of, it's the connection for me. I agree. It's something there. And so, don't get me wrong, I like having the help on the projects.
Yes.
I would like to have someone who can build a garden with me, but the touch is more important.
When it comes to your love language.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very hard because a lot of them you're going to be like, I like both, but it's really hard to choose one. So,
It is.
okay, go ahead.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me to when someone I love puts their arm around me in public. Someone I love surprises me with a gift. Definitely arm around me in public.
Okay, let me
Hands
caveat.
down.
I didn't think about this because I'm going through the exact same thing, and whatever your answers are, I'm following it on mine.
Okay.
So this time when I read, someone I love surprises me with a gift. And the first thing I thought of wasn't like flowers, or it was lingerie. For the first, I didn't think about it before, but I thought, they give me a gift of lingerie, I might have to be wanting that gift. I didn't think of it that way. Can that be a gift?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what
See,
I'm
I
saying?
told you that. Yeah, you really
See,
have
that's
to.
where I never, we've done this thing. I've probably taken this test 10 times, and all my answers are pretty much the same, but now I'm starting to look at them differently.
Mm.
It's-
For me personally, the gift receiving, it doesn't resonate with me at all.
right.
So I am always going to choose the other when it comes to receiving gifts. Now, giving gifts, I love to do that, but the receiving part, not so much.
But
But then again, I'm not a guy, and you people with the penises, you are very visual, very, very visual folk.
Yes, we are.
So, the woman that you love is, if you're unwrapping her on a Sunday afternoon, and I wrote a post about this, and let's say you had given her a gift of lingerie or just matching bra and panty set. And, as you're unwrapping her on a Sunday afternoon, you see the gift that you gave her. That's a gift for both of you.
That's true.
So,
If he
interesting.
does his job, it's a gift for both, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm around someone I love, even if we're not really doing anything, or I can be comfortable holding hands, high fiving, putting my arm around someone I love. My inclination is to go with the holding hands, high fiving, putting my arm around someone I love.
That one's a tough one too. Yeah.
See, I'm a quality time, so the first one was mine
Yeah. Same here.
because I can
Just
sit and
spending time with them.
yeah, because sometimes I'll watch a TV show and they may be sitting next to me reading a book. We're two different things, but we're together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
N-
I like the sense of I guess being on the same team, that high five, that connection, the holding hands, putting your
Yeah.
arm around someone, just in any scenario.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Like that one.
It's more meaningful to me when I received a gift from someone I love. I hear from someone I love that they love me. Yeah, the verbal reassurance. I
Words
would be all about that.
words of affirmation.
It's more meaningful to me when I sit close to someone I love. I am complimented by someone I love for no apparent reason.
Hard one, isn't it?
Hmm. That is difficult.
So it's words of affirmation or quality time.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I think I'm going to go with the I sit close to someone I love.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Which is very similar to the previous question if you think about it. Because, spending time together for no reason. Watching a TV and a book. So that's the difficulty because they ask and they're trying to gauge how you would answer like gift versus words or gift versus this. And so, yeah, it's very interesting. Go ahead and continue.
It's more meaningful to me when I get the chance to just hang out with someone I love, or I unexpectedly get small gifts from someone I love. Hang out. All day long, hang out.
Hang
Yeah.
out all day.
Nick hates the gifts too, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Get the chance to hang out with somebody. Yeah. It's more meaningful to me when I hear someone I love tell me I'm proud of you, or someone I love helps me with a task.
Helps you
I'm
build your
definitely
garden or
So here's one. One is verbal words of affirmation. The other is acts of service.
yes.
Both are them telling you that they love you. Just which way do you prefer to receive it?
Yes.
Right.
Dang. Dang, dang, dang. I want both of those.
I hate it when they're this tough.
And when you put them into
Uh,
real world scenarios, it makes it tougher. Because like you
True.
said, you want someone to build a garden with you. And so yeah.
But to have somebody say the word
I'm proud of you.
proud, that'd give me goosebumps.
I'm
Well, who's to say
I'm
that building the garden, they don't say after it's done that they're not proud of you for helping them build the garden?
Well, then they'd have to pick both answers.
Why are you making it so hard? Jeez.
Can you pick both answers? No.
No.
No. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, that was too easy. I was having fun with that one. Woohoo!
It's more meaningful to me when I get to do things with someone I love, or I hear supportive words from someone that I love.
Same as
I'm gonna-
before.
I get to do things. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things. Actions, not words. I feel connected to someone I love through a hug. Dang.
Touch or yeah.
Well, see, the first one on this, instead of just talking about doing things, that
Mhm.
the thing that resonated was what you said: actions versus words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the dating world right now, That's the thing that I'm focused on the most, because the last few dates that I've been on, they progressed with no red flags, but then the actions didn't follow the words, or the words didn't produce the action.
It was lip service, not
Yes.
actions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it became a big problem and a focal point of, if you say you're going to do something, do it. You know,
I agree. And anyone that knows me or has read anything that I've written or followed me on Facebook or anything, they know that I am an actions, not words kind of girl. Because I believe, anyone can say anything at any time, but the people that, show you through their actions are the ones that you can trust, or you can let in, or you can believe. Or I think those are the people that are the salt of the earth. So
yes,
I'm all about the actions. It's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from someone I love, or someone I love gives me something that shows they were really thinking about me.
So it's words versus action. Technically, it's a
Mm,
gift, but it's
yeah.
the act of giving a gift. It's a tough call.
For me, I'm inclined to go with the praise, just because the receiving gifts things makes me, I'm not good at it. I don't
right.
care for it.
Okay. But you know what I mean. Just kind of helping you
Oh,
out.
I totally understand, but it's all right, next one. It's more meaningful to me when I'm able to just be around someone I love, or I get a back rub from someone I love. Who doesn't love a back rub,
True.
right?
Yes.
True.
Touch. It's a big deal.
Mm,
The hard
okay.
part about back rubs is, if you get a back rub first, you have to reciprocate. So it kind of, you get your shoulders all relaxed and you got to burn them back up to, that's the hard part. You got to find that where, okay, it's my turn tonight, and then tomorrow night it's your turn, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with not the back rub, with the other.
Spending time with them.
Just being around.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
just to be around them.
Okay.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love reacts positively to something I've accomplished. Someone I love does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy. Ah, man, both of those are really important. Positive reinforcement, or plus, I know he doesn't like the ballet, but, he bought ballet tickets and we're going because he knows I love it.
That's acts of
Something
service.
like that.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I was in a relationship that she absolutely refused if she didn't like it. If she didn't like the music I played, turn it off.
Mm.
Doesn't like action movies like Star Wars and stuff like that. I do. Nope, we're not watching it. So I'm like,
I could not be in a relationship with someone like that.
hence being single.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly.
I love reacts positively. I love the positive. I'm gonna go with the positive.
Okay.
Reacts positively. It's more meaningful to me when I'm able to be in close proximity to someone I love. I sense someone I love showing interest in the things I care about. In this case, I'm going with the showing interest in the things I care about.
Good.
I like that one.
Yeah, because that could be a garden thing again. You interested in the
Yeah,
garden, and they're interested in helping you build it.
true. Very true. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love works on special projects with me that
Like
I
a
have to complete.
ooh.
Mm, that I have to complete. I don't know what that means. Or someone I love gives me an exciting gift. Ew, I don't like either one of these. So I'm going to
Okay.
go with the
Okay, so,
lesser of two evils and not the gift.
Okay.
okay, so someone loves to work with me on special projects that I have to complete. Replacing a toilet. Yeah, you got to complete that.
Yeah.
Or a kitchen sink needs to be replaced, or something that you definitely have to get done by the end of the day, kind of thing.
Yes.
That's my thought process when I think of it.
Yeah.
And you're working together as teamwork.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And you
I'm
you
all
can
about
do
that.
things that you can drag out. Oh, we're going to replace the floors in the kitchen. Well, we get about halfway through and we're tired. We start drinking and whatever, right? And give up on that. And you can go weeks and months. You don't have to complete it, but
Yeah.
need a toilet.
Or it's just straight up prison style in your house.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, jeez. Okay. It's more meaningful to me when I'm complimented by someone I love on my appearance, or someone I love takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings. B, all day long, B. Someone takes the time to listen. I mean, come on.
I know. It's just funny.
Hard for some people.
It is.
Really?
It's hard for some people. I've always heard that rule. When you get home from work, because both of you work, right? Okay, you got 30 minutes to bitch about work. I get my 30 minutes, then we're done. And sometimes it's really hard to focus on what they're talking about when it's gibberish to you, whatever.
Yeah. Yes, I do know. But they get their 30 minutes, and then you sit there and you're like, are you just clocking it? Because it's like on minute 28, and you're like, damn it, I really just want to get this off my chest.
Yeah, exactly.
2 hours later, you hadn't had a word.
And you're drunk because you just started drinking. Oh, no.
It's like an hour ago.
Oh, geez. Okay. It's more meaningful to me when I can share a meaningful touch in public with someone I love, or someone I love offers to run errands for me. Definitely a meaningful touch in public.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy.
Offers to run errands for me. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something special for me to help me out, or I get a gift from someone I love, put thought into choosing now.
Nick, she's
Someone I
just
love
like
does
you.
something special
She
for
hates the
me
gift.
to help me out.
Yeah.
I do. Ugh.
You would think that at this time in life, when I'm always joking about, all right, I married once for love, this time I'm married for money, you'd think the gift thing, I'd be all over it.
No.
But I say that jokingly because I don't ever want to get married again because anyway, that's gonna fluster me. But yeah.
Let's get back.
I say that.
Yeah, let's get back to the test.
Well, I'm giving her a chance to think about what
I know.
Like she's in serious thought.
I know.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love doesn't check their phone while we're talking with each other, or someone I love goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me. Nick, what does that mean? Relieves pressure on me.
Like if you're struggling to get off work, you're running late, you got to pick up the kids, you got to stop at the grocery store, you got to come home and cook dinner, you got to do all this stuff, and you walk in the house and he's sitting playing Xbox on the couch.
Hi.
When he sees you walk in with kids in your arms and groceries in your arms and the doors swinging open and things are dropping on the floor, what does he do? You're under pressure to get food on the table, to get the kids in bed, to get them bathed, and get all that stuff done. And she just worked an 8-hour day just like you did. If he jumps up off the couch, grabs the kids, grabs the groceries, goes in the kitchen, helps you cook, helps you bathe the kids, helps you put them to bed, that's where the relief of pressure would be.
Yes.
If he does that, he's going to get him some.
Yes, but if he's still playing the Xbox, then honestly, he's
Yeah.
Why in the world is she married to him anyway?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Take the money.
Yeah, I'm going with the phone here. Someone that doesn't pay attention to their phone while they're together. That's more important than. How many times have you guys been in a restaurant? I watch for this, and I see it all over the place where couples, and they're a couple, and they sit down at a table, and both of them just look at their phones. They don't interact with each other. They just look at their phones. It blows my mind.
No. They're texting each other.
They're not. They're not. Yes.
But see, I've seen that where they're sitting at a 4-person table and they're sitting across the table from one another on their phones.
Yes.
I have never thought to ever do that.
Yeah.
Now, I want to sit as close to you as I possibly can. Even playing footsie or whatever if it's not, freezing cold outside, that kind of thing. And the phone's face down on the table.
Most of the time, I won't even unclip it. It stays on my hip.
Yeah. Well, you're a nerd.
Shut up. That's why I have the show, Jay Nerds Out. Come on, what the hell?
There you go. I matured and took it off my hip and put it in my pocket.
Yeah, well, I have stuff in my pocket that's going to scratch the hell out of mine. Because I follow Gibbs' rule.
What the hell is Gibbs' rule?
Gibbs' rule. Never leave home without a knife.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that rule.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's NCIS.
I do not follow Gibbs' rule.
Oh, yeah.
Watch CIS.
Yeah, watch NCIS, yeah. But no, I actually found it when I heard it. I was like, ooh, actually, that's not a bad rule. Always carry a knife. I always have a blade on me everywhere I go. Yeah.
We're talking like a little pocket knife, right?
Well,
We're not talking like what was it, Crocodile Dundee? Oh,
No,
yeah,
okay. No. Yeah. But the point is it's a knife. It's still, and I use it in some weird places, but yeah, I always have a knife on me everywhere I go.
Smart.
In my job, I'm constantly open up laptops, desktops, all that stuff. So I carry a knife everywhere I go. Can't carry a gun everywhere I go because can't carry a gun at work. True. I would if I could.
Yes. But yeah, it's just a kind of a Gibbs rule. You just never know. I mean, if you're in the parking lot getting gas and somebody's like asking for money, I literally will grab my knife out of my pocket and pull it out immediately because I may not be able to get back to the car to get the gun, but if I got a knife, yeah. And generally when I go reach in my pocket and they see something silver kind of shine, they walk away.
Yeah.
They don't even mess. They're just like, yeah, I ain't messing with this guy.
Yeah. What kind of gas stations are you going to? Jeez.
We live in Houston. What the hell? Let's just be honest here.
Yowza. Okay, next one.
Okay, back one.
It's more meaningful to me when I can look forward to a holiday because I'll probably get a gift from someone I love. Come on. Or I hear the words, I appreciate you from someone I love.
I appreciate you because she didn't even want anything for her birthday. Anyway.
That's right.
True. Very true.
Okay.
And
we appreciate you, Jay, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
And I appreciate you both too. Thank you, boys. Next one. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love and haven't seen in a while thinks enough of me to give me a little gift, or someone I love takes care of something I'm responsible to do, but I feel too stressed to do at the time.
Cook dinner for you. Take care of the laundry on the weekend because you're freaking out because your boss called and said you're going to have to do something Monday morning.
Yep.
The plants need food.
Yep. All day long.
There you go.
All day long over the gift. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking.
You mean like me, dude? No.
I can't finish a sentence. Or gift giving.
Jay, did you see that movie the other day? No. Sorry, Ab. I'm sorry, Ab.
We're just teasing you. That was just too good. We couldn't pass that one up.
Could not.
Okay, start it all over. I'm sorry.
No, the second part is gift giving, so nobody even cares. It's the first one. It's someone doesn't interrupt me.
The good thing we're not all in the same room. She'd have probably chunked something.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
Probably me.
There would have been a shoe or something, flying. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, your fans are probably like, how stinking long is this quiz? Okay, here we go. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love helps me out when they know I'm already tired, or I get to go somewhere while spending time with someone I love. Ooh, I get to go somewhere while spending time with someone I love.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
You go, girl. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Go. Bora Bora.
It's Bora Bora, the Maldives. The Maldives in a hut over the water for 2 weeks.
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it would
Okay.
be fantastic.
Focus back on the test.
Okay. Sorry, I kind of
Damn.
She drifted. We blame that on Nick.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love touches my arm or shoulder to show their care or concern, or someone I love gives me a little gift that they picked up along the course of their normal day. Arm or shoulder, easy. Someone I love, it's more meaningful to me when someone I love says something encouraging to me, or I get to spend time in a shared activity or hobby with someone I love.
Bowling, gardening, golf,
Yes,
Cooking.
spend time.
cooking. Yes.
Yes.
I like the
Cooking and listening to good music and drinking wine and laughing. Yes, come on.
Yep.
that might change my mind.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love surprises me with a small token of their appreciation, or I'm touching someone I love frequently to express our friendship. Oh, see, friendship. Keyword. You have to be friends. You have to be.
There you
I'm
go.
going there,
What's the small token?
right? And how small are we talking?
Yeah, you're horrible.
Back up. Never know.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love helps me out, especially if I know they're already busy. So they're taking time out of their day to help you, even though they're busy.
Right.
Or I hear someone I love tell me that they appreciate me. I'm going to go with already busy and they're taking time out.
That's good.
It's more meaningful to me when I get a hug from someone whom I haven't seen in a while, or I hear someone I love tell me how much I mean to him. Mm.
Say that again.
I get a hug from someone who I haven't seen in a while, or I hear someone I love tell me how much I mean to him
Okay.
or her. But
Yeah.
in this case, we're going to go with him
Yes.
because I haven't switched the sides of the buffet yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yet is the operative word there. I feel
Okay.
like I may have closed off some opportunities. I'm kidding.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I'm going to go with I hear someone I love tell me how much I mean to him.
I like that.
Yeah.
Me too.
I love words of affirmation. Really do.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
I am shocked.
Okay.
Are you?
I am.
Mine changed up a little bit.
Yeah.
I kind of
Really?
followed some of yours though. Yeah, I
So-
changed up a little bit.
Okay. So
I thought for sure that my number one would be acts of service. I thought for sure.
quality time,
Yep.
31%.
37.
Oh, okay.
33 for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Nick,
Physical touch.
physical touch.
27.
27.
Really? You're the same?
Yep.
What about you, Jay?
I didn't take the test. I just
Oh, I thought you were going along with us.
no. But I remember mine, and they're pretty much riding along. I think mine was quality time, touch, words, acts of service, and then gifts.
Big old goose egg on receiving gifts.
Yes.
Same here.
Yeah.
Exact same here.
Yeah. So you got 27% on your physical touch. The next one was
Words of affirmation.
words of affirmation. How much?
20%.
Okay.
I was
Acts
23.
of service. Oh, okay. Acts of service is 17. So I feel like those two could maybe flip or flop just depending on mood, day, what's happening.
Right.
But I mean,
Act of service
either way,
7% too.
yeah.
And then,
Okay, that's different than your last time that you took it, Nick.
Yeah, it is. But that's what we talked about, growth.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
You learn more about yourself, especially now that we're focused on all these things and we're reading all this information. And believe it or not, everybody gives TikTok a bunch of shit, but the realm or the niche that I'm in, it's all a bunch of psychologists that teach me something every time I watch it.
So I'm going to share something for you guys. Me and Nick talked about this last episode, and we've talked about it numerous times over our podcast. And most people don't realize this, but your test will change also if your needs are being met, we talk about people being needy, and don't ever look at someone as being needy. They're just not. They haven't met the person that meets their needs. So if
Oh, that's a great way to think about it.
yes,
Right.
okay, you just haven't met someone that meets your needs. Here's the other point: if you're getting quality time, then the answers may change because you're getting your needs. So maybe it's touch you're missing. Maybe it's words of affirmation are not what you're getting. So of course that becomes now more important to you because somebody's meeting your needs. So it's kind of nice every once in a while just to refresh your test, just to see, okay, this guy's meeting my needs. Okay, is my answers changing or are they still the same? And so those are some things you have to think about because you have to find the person that meets your needs. No one is needy. You just haven't found the person that meets your needs.
Right. I went on a date, and it was in one of the podcasts. We sat there for 6.5 hours, her and I. Got along great. I mean, got along great. The next day, I text her, good morning. 3.5 hours later, she responded. I'm like, all right, I have a rule when we're at work. If I'm busy, you call, is everything okay? Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a quick question. All right, well, knock it out because it's work. So if I don't answer the phone, don't get upset or worried. It's because I'm busy at work. So I always have that rule at work. So I waited till 5:30. I text her. I'm like, hey, I hope you had a great day. 8:30, she responds. And she did that for the rest of the week. And then she texts me Friday morning because I didn't text her at all. And she goes, I got a feeling we're not going out tonight. I said, yep. That was the end of it.
She didn't meet his needs.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
I felt like that was disrespectful. I get it at work, so I backed off during the day. And I even talked. She finally called me like 9:30 Tuesday night. And I said, I apologize if your life's, real busy, but, and she's like, oh, no. I had something last night and she had something that night. And then tomorrow night I've got, so she was constantly busy, which made me feel like I wasn't important enough to stop and talk to. So she definitely wasn't meeting and we did the love languages right after that scenario, and words of affirmation were prominent because I felt disrespected because she waited 3 hours before every text message. Every one.
So when you took the test that time, words of affirmation were prominent, and okay. And
Yep.
this time it's quality time. The first thing I thought of because I was surprised that quality time was number one. And the very first thing I thought of was, this is because I've been single for so long, since my last relationship. And, this I think is indicative of probably that loneliness. Because I think there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And the majority of the time, I'm 100% okay with being alone. Yeah, I'm accustomed to it, and I like my company. But there's, those moments of loneliness do creep in there, and I think that's where the quality time is, really. It's really indicative of that
That makes
aspect of my
perfect
life.
sense.
Yeah. So
It'd be interesting if you were in a dating somebody for 3 or 4 months, and they were
Yeah.
giving you that quality time, and you retook the test.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
So I actually shared this one time. We were talking about this, me and Nick, and it's very funny. So I go long periods of time between dating someone, and so we were talking about sex on the first date, and it's funny because Nick doesn't do sex on the first date, but it's not uncommon for me to do sex on the first date, and
Really?
yeah, probably I would
Wow.
more than half of my first dates since I got divorced have all ended in sex.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was funny because we talked about that, and if you look at the dynamic of the situation, I go long periods of time between dates and before I, go out on a date because I'm very picky. Nick will tell you, I'm extremely picky on who I go out with.
Good Lord.
That's a good. So, but the funny thing is generally the girls I match up with, they're fairly picky too. So
You would hope so.
we're both fairly touch deprived. So it means you're sex deprived. So that means when you go out and you feel a connection, it's very easy for things to escalate quickly because you are just
It's intense.
it's intense because it's been so long. It's been whatever. So, yeah.
Starved for affection.
Yeah. I mean, you got to realize, what was it? I almost went 2 years without having sex. This
I've
last
done it.
round.
It's not fun.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Thanks, man. Shut up.
But see, that just makes me out to be the slut. Because
Kinda, yeah.
But it's such an interesting thought process. Is I wouldn't have a problem. I've gone a couple years without having sex, but now in my older age, I won't like go, well, I haven't had sex in a month, I'm going to go out to a bar and pick up a chick. It's not like that.
I know.
I will start getting on the dating sites, or I will make more of an effort to meet somebody or try to get somebody's phone number. I'm terrible at closing, but I will close a deal before the 2 years is up, if that makes sense.
Hey, I can close the deal.
You do very well. You just don't do it as often as I do.
I know. Exactly.
This is where I tease him about being very picky, where in the case I should be. Because if I go out on a date and I see a couple of small red flags, I overlook them.
He's a fixer. He's like, I can fix that.
Fixer. I'm an empath. I'm a fixer.
Are you really a fixer?
Yeah.
I can fix her.
Oh my God, I can fix it.
Oh no.
Yes, if they're the victim, oh my God, I'm throwing out a lifeboat.
Like women, they like bad guys because they can fix them. That's Nick with women.
Yeah.
Aw, Nick.
Hey,
he's a good guy.
I don't want to scoop them in without a job and take care of them and pay. I don't want to do all that. But when their confidence levels are down, they're having a rough time at work. They just, divorce is hitting them hard. Whatever the case may be, they're just not at the level that they normally are. I'm the guy that'll get them back. I'm the guy that should be married to the president of the United States, the first female president, because I'm going to support her. That's who I always wanted to be. I never wanted to be the guy that,
he wants to be the man behind the woman.
Behind the woman.
Wow. Okay. Huh. I think I'm a little bit of both of you guys. So, I mean, let's face it, I'm a chick. I can get laid any day of the week if I want to.
Yes.
I mean, we are all sitting on a pot of gold. So it's.
I've never heard that analogy, but wow.
Okay.
By the way, I'm Irish.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh my gosh.
But I mean, and many years ago, if I had gone, a month, let's say, then yeah, I'd head out and go find somebody. But to me, it's so much more than that. It's not the physical affectionate connection. To me, it has to be that that conversation. I have to have that. I have to feel some sort of chemistry, some sort of connection with a person before the clothes come off at this stage of the game, at least for me.
Yeah, you want the emotional. Go ahead. Sorry, Nick.
No, they call that demisexual. I learned that about myself too. I can't just go pick up a chick in a bar and hook up with her. I mean, I could, but it doesn't achieve the goals that I want to achieve, if that makes sense, being PG. I have to have an emotional connection with the person, and they call it demisexual. You have to have emotional connection with the person that you're hooking up with.
Yeah, emotional, intellectual, kind of all of the above. You just kind of have that connection. And yeah, some of these women, yeah, it just escalated quickly, but some of them they did not, and so it's kind of hit or miss on which ones did and didn't.
Yeah.
So And some of them I've been on a first date and the girl just flat out wasn't interested. So it happens. Doesn't bother me.
See, I've never had that.
Whatever.
You've
No,
never
I-
had a girl
Oh,
not
really?
be interested?
I've never had a first date that they said, I'm just not feeling it.
Oh no. I've
Never.
Really?
We've never talked about that, but I can't think of one time that I ever met somebody online dating or asked somebody out after the first date. They were just like, I'm not feeling it.
I have actually felt that way about a woman, and I actually told her that.
Oh, I should have a couple times. In our podcast.
So there it goes. He should have. He just didn't.
But it had been 2 weeks since my last confession.
Oh my god. Woo! Oh my goodness.
Go ahead and say your 3 Hail Marys and your 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
bless me, Father.
That was a Catholic joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I don't know where the hell that came from, but I'm glad we're recording this. That
I
was
know.
good.
But honestly though, it's crazy that it's like that, unfortunately. I mean, it really is. It's we're all looking for someone special, but it's just there have been times where I've been out or even we hadn't even made it to the first date. I mean, I think what was it? What was the girl's Heather's, the one that I shared the phone number with you, Nick? And remember, we didn't even go on a date, and I immediately I knew after like 3 days of texting, I was like, yeah, this is not. Yeah, there's just something not. We just didn't click the same way. The texting wasn't there. I had a girl one time. We did a face chat before we went on a date, and for some reason, I was like, something doesn't seem right. This girl just it to me it felt like a catfish. Just something wasn't right. But no, it was the girl was real. But her pictures didn't accurately represent her. So it's almost like a couple of her pictures were either of her younger self or she did a certain pose or something because they just didn't represent her very well at all. And so, not literally a minute into the conversation, I was just completely turned off. And I was like, I think we talked for 30 minutes and then I was like, I texted her right after and I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cancel our date. So I'm sorry. I know that sounds harsh, but
You got to do it, man.
No, I don't think that sounds harsh. I mean, you're not wasting her time. She's free to go meet somebody else. And she
exactly.
already knows exactly where she stands with you.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But it still sucks when you have to be, honest with folks like that. So
That's hard for me to do.
Yep. So
Is it really?
Yes.
Not me. Not me. If I'm texting somebody like on that Bumble site and we're texting back and forth and if they don't text back fast enough, kind of thing, or if I'm getting 1 or 2 word answers and I'm just like, but I just unmatch.
yeah.
Move
What
on.
size shoe do you wear? Yeah.
Yeah, just I forgot to tell you guys. I'm going to send you a screenshot of this. I actually took a screenshot of it. This guy is on one of these sites. I won't say where, but I just mentioned it not 30 seconds ago. And anyway, he flat out says in his profile that he is taking care of his wife who has full-blown dementia, but he's looking to hook up with somebody else.
Oh,
And I'm like, holy shit.
okay. I got one
Now,
better.
that's legit.
No.
No, I'm saying if he really is legit, see, here's me giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, throw that lifeboat out there.
Legit, I don't believe in it because I still think that's cheating. If I was married to somebody and they got really sick or something, you can forget it. I ain't gonna be going out hooking up with nobody. That's just not, gonna do it.
And what if she has moments of lucidity? So one of those moments of lucidity is when, she walks into the bedroom. She's like, "Bitch, what are you doing in bed with my husband?"
Exactly.
I mean, it just creeped me out. All right, you've got one better. Go.
Okay, so I actually saw this profile today. on this, I think it was the same site,
Site that we're not mentioning.
Bumble. You know what? I don't mind.
We're kind of bumbling across it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this is
That
pretty funny.
quarterback
We're
just
gonna,
bumbled.
yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to wrap up, folk, after I tell the story. So, and I do have something I'm gonna share with everyone. But yeah, so this one was really great. So it was poly-female. Was it one child, one on the way? Update, just gave birth, yada yada. And I forgot what else the rest of the profile. But do you know what poly-female means?
I have no idea.
Means
Polyamory.
she means she's married and she's got permission from her husband to sleep with other guys.
Yeah.
So she was pregnant and she was still trying to sleep with other guys.
Yeah.
What? Okay, and then she updated, "Oh, I've given birth and I'm still
Let's go.
looking."
Jeez.
Can you? And here's the thing that just blows my mind. I could read
Jeez.
that profile and freak out, but this woman has hundreds of men beating down her door.
Yeah.
I'll be
Oh, I'm
willing
sure.
to pay all of it. Are you kidding me?
I know.
I'm sure.
It is a pot of gold, but good Lord, gold gets rusty
Anyway.
or dirty.
And slimy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Nasty. Okay. So
Okay,
we got to wrap up this episode. It's gone pretty long. Anyway, but I do have something that I want to share with everyone. 3 simple rules. Okay, we ready for this?
Yes.
If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. Okay? So for all those women who, I have a tendency to, make my feelings known. I have a tendency to just be blunt and honest. If I like you, I tell you. Some people don't know how to handle it, but if I see something I want, I go after it. If you do not ask, the answer will always be no.
Mm-hmm.
Mister,
You've
close the
told me that
deal.
a million
I
times.
know.
Yep. Told me that a million times.
Number 3, if you do not step forward, you'll always be in the same place.
Oh, I've never heard that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Kind of defines my life right now. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to tell
my
those.
3 rules.
Yeah. So, but I those are really simple rules to follow in life if you really think about it, If you don't take a step forward in a relationship, you're always going to be in the same place. Nobody wants to be in the same place. You always want to be moving forward. You always want to be growing in a relationship. And so, I always tell women that every time. As long as we're moving forward, I'm good. If it ever stalls or we stop, I have a problem. I'll be honest with you.
But it's not just in relationships, it's in life.
No, it is.
Think of where you were a year ago. We're not in the same spot. So yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was my end of the show share.
Love it.
Of course, as a final hurrah, I want to thank Abigail for coming on these last 5 weeks now. We going 6 weeks? Oh my goodness!
Wow, awesome.
Thank you so much, you guys. It's been 6 great weeks. I've had a blast.
Yeah,
It really has been fun.
She's gonna come back with us. Don't let her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm never coming back.
Yeah. She's gonna come back for off the cuff. I know she is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. See, I told
For
you.
sure.
So,
And the live episode next week. I am super
I'm
psyched
excited
about
about
that.
yes. So, but yeah, of course, thank you, Abigail. Any last minute shares before we cut out? We'll go with Abigail next, first, and then Nick.
You guys have been awesome. And I just want your fans to know that it's true. And just every time that we do this by Skype. So I can see the guys as they're talking and they can see me, and we're all wearing headsets and we look freaking fantastic. No, I'm kidding. But they are smiling and laughing, and you can see joy in their eyes because they truly love doing this. And I hope that you guys write them, email them, text them, call in, and you'll be a guest on this show too if that's what you want.
Yeah,
They
well,
will answer every single one.
Thank you.
we
Yes,
will do our best to answer everyone. I don't know if we're going to get all of them because there is
You
a
will.
limit on the show. So, but we'll do our best. So,
X.
yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Nick,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
I got nothing. It's been a great day. I love it. Abigail, I love having you on the show. We're going to do more of these, I promise. We're just going to do it. It's just too much fun.
It's been great. It really has. Thanks, guys.
And of course, Jay, my buddy, I love you. I want to keep doing this forever. It's so much fun.
Yeah, love you too, man. So of course, and of course, we love our fans.
Absolutely.
So email us, write us, follow us, share us, because we know you think we're funny. Your friends will probably too. So come on, share us with your friends. Anyway, I don't have anything else. So we love you guys, and I love you too. Peace out.